guys? This is after school MMA here. My first video with my UFC 329 predictions of McGregor versus Holloway. Um, First video, a little nervous. Cut me some slack. I originally recorded this. I'm probably gonna be a little more well spoken because I originally recorded this, but I didn't know how to do the audio, so I kind of fried it. There was no audio in the first one, so gotta re-record it. But I already got my points together. We're locked. I ain't got no script. We're just going off the slides. So hope this goes well. First fight of the night: Alessandro Costa versus Cody Durden. I think Costa knocks out Durden. Durden's just he's so washed. I remember, I think is either UFC Fight Night Kansas City or Atlanta. Cody Durden got slimed out while I was in the VIP lounge watching it on a big screen. It's just he's chinny. He gets knocked out easily. Alessandro Costa ain't the greatest in the world, but he gets KOs at flyweight. He KOs all these chinny people. Maybe not even chinny people. I know his last one was Matt Schnell, so that's definitely someone chinny. But I feel like Alessandro Costa, he's can get it done against Cody Durden, who's old and washed. Just I think he hits him with a nice shot in the second. Cody Durden's still a little crafty, but I feel like Costa hits him, drops him. Not similar to the Van fight where Durden got dropped, or no, that was Bruno Silva, I think. But where he kind of drops him against the cage and lands a little flurry. But I think it's gonna be one big shot, goes down, ground and pound finish for Alessandro Costa. Maybe get a shot in the top 15 next if he wins. I don't know. Okay, next we got Ryan Gandra versus Zachary Reese. I spelled the name wrong on the front. I'm a casual. It's all right. I'm actually not casual, but it was the one thing was I'm not a hardcore by any means. I'm not casual by any means, but I don't watch film or nothing. Ryan Gandra, yeah. I keep on saying it wrong because I spelled it wrong. Haven't watched him fight, but I've seen Zachary Reese get teed up by Michel Pereira, who sucks. And I just think Ryan Gandra, he came off a quick KO. I don't know who it was against. Probably some jobber, but he knocked out that guy fast. And Zachary Reese is losing to Michel Pereira, so I'm gonna take the Brazilian here, Ryan Gandra. He's got the blonde hair. Hopefully he's coming from some Charles Oliveira camp with the Muay Thai. If he has something like that should be easy, but I doubt it. So next fight, Fareed Basharat versus John Garza. Don't know who John Garza is. I'm gonna preface that. He's a random. I think Basharat gets it done easily, but the one thing is I just don't know if Basharat. He's not a proven finisher, but his opponent's so not bad, but so low key or just not UFC talent to where he's gonna get it done. I just don't know whether. But I don't know if he's too much of a wrestler or not. It's just easier to predict KO. So Basharat within round one, probably just. I don't think he's gonna put him out one big shot. He ain't got too much finishing power. That's why I was originally picking Ewing when he was fighting him originally on the card. I think he just kind of overwhelms him. Next fight, Damian Penis versus Cesar Almeida. Yeah, Damian, he's a freak. He's pretty young too, but Almeida, crafty vet with he had that one KO in the Apex where he check took the guys. He was getting flurried and stiff as a board. But yeah, Cesar Almeida's an amazing striker. He was out striking Roman Kopylov. Kopylov had to wrestle him, but his wrestling sucks. So I assume just because Cesar Almeida's old, I feel like Damian Penis has a God. I'm a chud. I laugh at penis every time I say it, but yeah, Damian he's fast and powerful. I think he'll be able to get a shot in there on Cesar Almeida. He's pretty athletic. I think he's gonna maybe not first shot he lands, but if he lands two or three nice shots, I think Cesar Almeida's going down. But in the case if he doesn't, I feel like he's still stronger than Cesar Almeida. I feel like he can take him down. I don't know how good Damian Penis's wrestling is. So I just don't know whether he'll be able to use like a takedown. I don't know, but he should be able to. Cesar Almeida got taken out by Roman Kopylov. I know he's like Russian, but like he ain't the greatest wrestler. All right, so next fight, my boo thing, my wifey, Tracy Cortez versus Wayne Kong. I got Tracy Cortez by decision. Like, yeah, Wayne Kong was like masculine, but I think just like Tracy Cortez, she's fought so many decent people like Erin Blanchfield. I think did she fight Macy Barber? I don't know. She fought a bunch of people in the top division, like Rose. She just fought all these better people. I think she like I don't want to say like crafty vet, but like experienced Moggs Wayne Kong. I think she just like out wrestles her. I don't think Wayne Kong's yeah she like knocks people out, but like I just think Tracy Cortez, fake lashes and all, just like kind of out wrestles Wayne Kong. I don't think her wrestling has been tested that well so far. I'm not 100% sure though. Tracy Cortez with the threat of the takedown can definitely probably not outstrike Wayne Kong, but like be at least semi-competitive to where she can hold her own outside of on the ground. But yeah, I just think Tracy Cortez just out wrestles her. Use the threat of the takedown to strike. I don't think Tracy Cortez is good enough offensive grappler to like submit her, but I think Tracy Cortez still wins. And moral of the story: Tracy Cortez responded to my DMs. Okay, Luke Riley versus Kai Kamaka. I got Luke Riley by KO. I just don't think Kai Kamaka. He may be UFC worthy. Yeah, I got like a decently recent win. He fought in like April 1st. I don't know what card that was. I think it was in the Apex. I remember watching it. I think I picked against him just because he didn't fight in like 5 years. But I'm not picking Kai Kamaka. Like the second picture that pulled up, like when I Googled him, was like to find like the picture to put in the slideshow was a picture of him in PFL shorts. So no diss to Patchy Mix. He follows me on Instagram actually. I met him in like a line to get pizza at a UFC show. But PFL usually don't mean too good. So I'm gonna take the Luke Riley. Yeah, he's not the greatest fighter. I think he's pretty overrated as a prospect. But it's just that like I think he's just way younger, faster than Kai Kamaka, who's borderline like not even UFC worthy. I think Luke Riley. He tees him up round one. I think he is a little overrated. I think that'll come into like the first round, or he's gonna like kind of like feel it out a little bit. He's not gonna lose it, but like he's gonna be a little disappointing round one. But then I think he's gonna put like maybe a straight on him on Kai Kamaka, put him down, and get the finish. So yeah, Luke Riley is. I don't know if he's in the Paddy Pimblett camp or not, but if he is, dude, we'll see how the. I want to see how Paddy Pimblett interacts with McGregor. I want to get like McGregor camp, like Paddy Pimblett camp fight. Start that rivalry. But okay, going on. Cody Garbrandt versus Adrian Yanez. Adrian Yanez, I got him by KO. He's slick boxing. That was like one of the reasons he was such a good prospect back in the day. Like I got the prospect picture of him up here just because man Adrian Yanez was so tough like pre loss. He he's a slick boxer, great 1-2, great calf kicks. I think Cody Garbrandt still like holds up with him definitely early. I feel like Cody Garbrandt is still decently fast. Like he did all right against Houndy Barcelos. He didn't. I don't think he won his last fight though, like with the groin shot and stuff. Like yeah, he didn't win it like without the groin shot, but like that decision was still a little dodgy. I remember my friend had money on it, and we were like in there. We it was like a parlay with like 4 different underdogs, and he was like the first leg, and it was looking like he was gonna lose, and he got kicked in the balls like twice and started throwing up, and he still won. That was quite the electric, but I just don't think he got that dog in him to beat Yanez at his age right now. I just think he's gonna slow down after the first one, maybe two, and then Yanez is just gonna keep him at range, and then Cody Garbrandt's he's gonna rush in and then probably catch a long straight on the chin from Adrian Yanez. This one can be nasty. I don't want Cody Garbrandt to get like super duper slimed out, but like I don't think it's gonna go well for Big Cody. I I got a little rant for this one. I'm not a big fan of Gable Stevenson. I still think he's gonna win, but like the he's the largest favorite in UFC history. Like that shouldn't be real. A guy making his debut with like 3 professional fights is the biggest favorite in UFC history. He's like genuinely, he is the only reason he's like that is because like yeah, he's got that great wrestling. He hits decently hard, and we saw him like the bare knuckle and stuff. But he's not like a great striker or even submission grappler. He's he's a great like wrestler. He could keep you down. I think he can land some like power ground and pound. I feel like that's what he's gonna win by. That's why I have my round 1 KO. But like if I was of gambling age, which I'm not, um, I would bet on Alicia Ellison just because the odds are so insane. Like I would, like, dude, I would not bet anything on Gable Stevenson because it's not like there's zero comeback along with like that he's not even like that sure of a favorite. But yeah, not gambling advice. Please don't take gambling advice from me. I'm a chud. Okay, next fight. Robert Whitaker, Bobby Knuckles versus Nikita Krylov. But like Bobby Knuckles, man, whipping up that head kick. Yeah. I think the karate blitzes definitely are gonna do well against Krylov. He pushes him back enough. I feel like Krylov keeping him at range will definitely like definitely keep Robert Whitaker back off these blitzes because Robert Whitaker is edit that out. But Robert Whitaker isn't like huge. He's like 6 foot, maybe 5'11". Krylov's I don't know how tall Krylov is, but I'm imagining probably like 6'3", 6'4", maybe. Krylov, he is chinny, but he's still not horrible. Like in his last fight, I think it was like Bogdan Grad or something, or no, Modestus Bukauskas. That's who it was. I told y'all I'm a casual, but yeah, he knocked out Bukauskas. He still got a decent amount of pop in his hands. I just don't think it's gonna work against Robert Whitaker. He's fought in his last fight against what's his name, RDR. He did. He still did decent. I thought he won that fight personally, but judge saw it the other way. I think Robert Whitaker can still hang with decently big people. I think he can hang with Nikita Krylov. He probably isn't going to go that far in light heavyweight just because they gave him a layup matchup first. Like, he wins this and gets someone better, maybe like Dominic Reyes coming off of that horrible Johnny Walker fight. Like, giving him someone like that isn't going to be too too appealing for Big Bobby. I don't want to see Bobby lose, Big Bobby Knuckles. I just hope he wins and we go home happy. Okay, next we got King Green versus T-Rex Terrence McKinney. I got King Green by KO. I just think Terrence McKinney's like on paper, yeah, they seem very impressive. Like all of his like early finishes, like he had one in like 7 seconds off that 1-2, and then he tore his ACL. I just think he's a little industry planty, just because not just because like the Jaden Cable friendship, because Jaden Cable is a industry plant, but having yeah, he's hyped up because all these like wins and stuff, but he doesn't really. All the people he beats are like they're not great fighters. Like they're either like barely or like not even UFC caliber guys. And Bobby Green, he's on like a 3-fight win streak. He's boxing the head off of people. He submitted what's his name, Lil Heathen Stevens in his last fight. I just think Bobby Green's he's gonna be able to dodge the early onslaught with his hood fighting style and run the fade with Terrence McKinney, knock him out after McKinney's early flurry that he like usually throws. I think Bobby Green's a decent counter striker. He keeps his hands low, so he's good at moving his head. I just think he's gonna move the head, pop Terrence McKinney after like the first minute. Think he's gonna knock him out really fast. As soon as Terrence McKinney gasses, I feel like it's gonna be over. King Green, great volume striker. Next fight, Brandon Royval, big raw dog, versus Leonard Kavanaugh. I got Brandon Royval by decision. I just think Brandon Royval, the people he's lost to recently, like Van and Kopp, I just think Leonard Kavanaugh is not like near that level. Like his best win is Brandon Moreno, Brandon Moreno is looking kind of washed. Like Leonard Kavanaugh, like yeah, yeah, he beat Brandon Moreno. Brandon Moreno is former champ, but like Brandon Moreno's washed. Brandon Moreno is kind of just like average at striking and grappling. But yeah, his loss to Charles Johnson, it did show a lot of holes where he like kind of made up for that in that Brandon Moreno fight. But Brandon Moreno isn't like lanky, like how Charles Johnson is. I just think the length, the girth and tonnage. No, Skip Bayless. Bedtime did that that impression one time, and I was stuck in my head. But like, yeah, I feel like Brandon Royval is too big. He's gonna put it on Kavanaugh. I just don't think he's gonna knock him out. Charles Johnson. Charles Johnson got power, man. Underrated resume. But yeah, I think Royval beats Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh can't produce power like Van Cop. I think Brandon Royval is gonna be able to walk him down. Next fight, featured fight. The Whites' favorite, Cody Sanhagen, loved in Hammond, Indiana. But yeah, I got Cody Sanhagen beating Mario Bautista probably by decision. I feel like this fight. It's definitely more different from their first fight, just because Mario Bautista he's progressed like basically everywhere. Like he's having he had a competitive fight with Umar. That's definitely a great look. But he knocking down Umar with I think it was like a knee or a kick. It was something like that. I think it was like he was at kick range and threw up a kick, and then Umar came in. He ended up kneeing him. But yeah, I totally think Mario Bautista has improved very much, but I just don't think it's enough. Corey Sandhagen's also improved too. I just think Corey's better everywhere. Like Mario Bautista, his wrestling and grappling, which like he may have an advantage with, isn't that good. Like he's like washed, like having to hold a washed Jose Aldo against the fence to like win, which he did not win. Having to do that, I just don't think that's like good, a good like sight for wrestling being your main game plan. Yeah, he like submitted Vinicius Oliveira, but like Vinicius Oliveira a little overrated. I just think Corey, he looked decent against Marab. I mean, like style wise, I feel like Mario Bautista is similar to the Marab style, where he's like a good bit of like a constant wrestler, kind of like Marab is, but just nowhere near the Marab level. I feel like Corey definitely keeps it on the feet, tees him up on the feet, just mixes in like kicks and stuff. Because I think he can defend the takedown well. Mixing like I don't want to say like flying knees and spin kicks, being like creative, but like if he starts like really styling on him, yeah, that'll work too. So, co-main event, BSD versus Paddy Pimblett. I think Paddy Pimblett subs him. I just don't think Benoit Saint Denis. Benoit Saint Denis, yeah, he doesn't look the part. He like IQ is like looking at Benoit Saint Denis, he kind of looks like a crayon chewer. Just like no disrespect though. I know he can like murder me, but like this military trained killer. But I just don't think he's gonna be able to like if he gets rocked by Paddy, which Paddy struck well with Justin Gaethje. He took a round off of Justin Gaethje in the striking. I just think if Paddy Pimblett rocks him, kind of like how he gets rocked in like the DP fight with Dustin Poirier, I just don't think if he rocks BSD, BSD's gonna shoot a takedown similar to like how Bobby Green did, and I feel like Paddy's gonna jump either a triangle or a ghillie off the off the takedown and get the sub. Just because Paddy Pimblett is a really good grappler, I just think he jumps that submission well. I just don't think BSD, if he gets hurt, will have the awareness to not like instinctually panic takedown, kind of like McGregor did in the Diaz fight. Okay, main event time. You see it, but do you believe it? We're picking Conor McGregor by KO, round one. It's manifesting. It's like when like you like tell your boy something to like rage bait him, where it's like, yeah, you just kind of like it's mainly for the rage bait, and he's like, do you really believe that? And like, not really, but like I feel like Connor is a clear hole, not a hole, a route to winning. Just like being powerful, like not respecting Holloway's power, but like being able to push him back early because McGregor's been out for so long. I feel like he'd probably have like it's still a decent amount of like flow state, no UFC 6. I think he's gonna flow early. Max Holloway just needs to disrupt that. But if he Max Holloway, he's bulking up. I'm just not sure if he's gonna have the power to disrupt the and like ward off the Conor McGregor like onslaught. And then I feel like Holloway's gonna get tagged and he's gonna try and like earn it back, hit him back. I think McGregor is just gonna counter strike him, counter him off of like a little if Holloway wants to like come back at him, I feel like he's gonna dodge, hit him. But like I don't know, best case scenario, dude. Holloway point down, Conor McGregor. You know, I feel like I don't know if Conor would accept it. He got some custom shorts though. The custom shorts are pretty tough. But like I don't know. Why didn't they give him the money custom shorts? Cause I'm pretty sure they released those on UFC Store. But I think they're doing some other ones like Celtic print or whatever the Irish people call it. But yeah, that's it. My predictions for UFC 329. Um, Not sure if I'll do this for the next pay per view though, cause I'll actually be there in Philadelphia. I have I gotta leave like early in the morning on Saturday for band, or well, cause I had band like the night before. Why am I? I'm telling you all my information, but yeah, pretty much it. Thank y'all for entertaining my autism chudness, and that wraps up my first ever video.